All right, here we go, Tallahassee. This is Dr. James Ryan Fenn. This is the Phenomenal Health Show, teaching you guys about love and life and health, and how health can only come from within, because it couldn't possibly come from a lotion, potion, pill, or injectable. It is. Everything you need to be healthy is within you. If a kid breaks his arm and gets a cast doesn't heal the arm. The arm heals from within. And we're here to talk to you guys today about something I'm sure you'll be interested in. We're going to talk about how to take action to immediately avoid the number one cause of sickness, disease, and early death. So once again, sounds too good to be true, but how do you instantly avoid and take action on the number one cause of sickness, disease, and early death? And here it is, folks. The number one cause of sickness, disease, and early death is stress. It's stress. Chemical, physical, and emotional stresses overcome your body's ability to deal with them. And that is when you become diseased. And it doesn't happen instantaneously. It takes years of these stresses in order for your body to break down and for you to even know that you're being a victim of them. A guy asked me this morning, and it was like, man, why is it then when I turned 40 years old, my body changed? He goes, all of a sudden, I can't drink milk anymore. I'm lactose intolerant. All of a sudden, my knees are starting to hurt and I can't stand up. My back is aching and killing me. All of a sudden, I can't remember things. Folks, that is a degenerative process that is absolutely common, but absolutely not normal. And, listen, 80% of doctor's visits, 80% are from stress. So, and people aren't showing up at the doctor saying, hey, I'm just really stressed. They are. Some are going in depressed and anxiety and panic attacks. But most of them are going in with the result of stress, such as heart disease, such as cancer, such as diabetes. Okay, these degenerative diseases, which are the top 3 killers in the United States today, even in a pandemic, top 3 killers, heart disease, cancer, and diabetes, are a result of chemical, physical, and emotional stresses. They are 95 to 97% preventable because your body has an ability to heal itself. And if you avoid as many chemical, physical, and emotional stresses as possible, and then add exercise, rest, and nutrition, you're going to be better off. But unfortunately, that's not enough. And at the tail end of this, we're going to give you guys the secret to this and the number one thing that you can do to get your body processing stress better. But I promised you guys how to instantly reduce and avoid the chemical, physical, and emotional stresses. How to instantly avoid your body breaking down. How to instantly avoid the number one cause of disease today, which is stress. Here it is. Stand up. That's right. Move your body. Ask your doctor if getting off your butt is right for you. And that is what it is. Move your butt. Stand up. If you're on a computer every 20 minutes, stand up for 20 seconds. Look away, 20 feet away. But just that simple act instantly reduces stress in your body. Stretch. Move your body. Listen, the physical stresses that we're under every day, sitting too much, driving a car, standing too much, bending over if you're working a labor job. All these physical stresses take a toll on your body. And over time, they break your body down if you're not combating them with exercise, rest, and nutrition. So, but, how many of you out there have ever been in a car wreck? Physical stress. How many of you guys sit at work? Physical stress. How many of you guys out there have ever fallen off anything with 2 or 4 wheels? How many of you guys have ever played sports or had a sports team? How many of you guys were ever born? 50 to 90 pounds of pressure is put on an infant's neck during childbirth, causing physical stress, putting the bones out of place in the body, shutting down the nervous system. That is how your body processes these stress. But it's just such a huge problem right now, especially in time of pandemic. We had 10% of adults had suicidal thoughts in 2019 compared to 4% in 2018. That's huge. We've got individuals 18 to 24 years old, over 25% considered suicide last year. We've got more Google searches for anxiety, panic attack, and insomnia that we've ever had in our entire life. But folks, the deal is this. You got to avoid the chemical, physical, emotional stresses, but they are impossible to avoid. Chemical, okay, the stuff you're breathing in. Look at the ingredients of your food you're eating. If you recognize the thing you're eating as a piece of whole food, like an apple, an orange, or a steak, you got to look at it and see that's food. If it comes in a packaged box or a bag, that's a product. Okay, that is a processed product. You want to look at the ingredients and make sure they're good for you. What are you rubbing underneath your arms? Aluminum is not good to rub underneath your arms. Over time, your body's ability to deal with that goes down, breaks down, and it shows up as cancer from that chemical stress. Smoking, alcohol, chemical, physical, and emotional. Once again, look at this pandemic. What the heck happened last year? We're masking kids, the shutting down of schools. An article in the Journal of the American Medical Association said this shutdown of our schools caused 5.53 million years life lost in our children. Because less education means poorer health, means less of an outcome and less longevity. 5.53 million years of life. We killed 5.3 million years of kids' lives. It's horrible. So the chemical, physical, and emotional cannot be denied. Once again, if you're just tuning in, if you're listening to this live or whether you're podcast, this is Dr. James Ryan Fenn. This is the Phenomenal Health Podcast. We are making sure that everybody knows that life and health and healing comes from within. And hang on, because we're going to get a special offer for you guys that want to take more action on your health. So, okay, how do I know if stress is overcoming my body? Well, it's through the warning signs. And these warning signs show up as people aren't going to the doctor saying, I'm stressed all the time. The symptoms they're showing up at the doctor with are cancer, diabetes, heart disease. Once over many, many years, your body's ability to deal with these things is diminished. And once the chemical, physical, and emotional stresses overcome your body's ability to deal with it, your body breaks down and it gives you warning signs. And here's how it works. Okay, your brain runs the body, for fact. Brain runs the body through the nervous system. And it comes through your spine. And out of every vertebral level comes a nerve root. Those nerve roots go and run the parts. Those parts will be a heart, a lung, an arm, a kidney, a back, a spine, whatever. All these things are run. All the muscles and tissues and cells and organs are all run from your body. Now, through chemical, physical, and emotional stresses, if a tiger runs in the room, you go into fight or flight. That fight or flight, that emotional stress, the chemical stress, the physical stress, all that stuff causes a fight or flight reaction of your body, which shuts down your nerves. Okay? You get into that and it shuts down your nerves. You have a physiological reaction in your body. All the blood flow goes out to your arms and legs to run or fight. But if you're like that all the time, those nerves get shut off, then the parts shut down. So if it's the stuff in the top of your back, if you can feel right now tension in the top of your back, okay, that is a warning sign. That is a warning sign that those nerves are being shut off because you can feel it. And it's been there long enough to start to cause those muscles to have a symptom. So if the nerves are shut down long enough, the parts shut down long enough, the arm, the lung, the kidney, the whatever shuts down long enough, then you get the symptom. So the symptom is the last thing to show up, but the first thing to go away. And if someone has a symptom of neck pain or back pain or heart disease, they go to the doctor and they're going to give them another toxic chemical to cover up the symptom and not correct the cause of the problem. Folks, we don't do that in our office. And those warning signs, the warning signs that you may have to let you know if your nervous system is shutting down and that you're headed for sickness, disease, and early death are neck pain, back pain, headaches, insomnia, fatigue, acid reflux, high blood pressure, all of these things. These things, and you may think, well, everybody's got them. Well, what if that's a warning sign. Yeah, if everybody, it's just so common that everybody's got them, but it's just not normal. So if you or a loved one want to get to the cause of these problems, if you want to correct the cause of the problem, call us. We have answers for you. 764-VITA. It's Fenn Chiro, FENNCHIRO.com. 764-8432. 764-VITA. FennChiro.com. Just click the button. What if you do? What if you do and you get ahead of it and you know you're doing everything you need to do to protect your health so you can be the person you're supposed to be for your family? If 6 months from now you look back and say, I'm glad I called. What if you look back and hear this same show in a repeat 6 months from now and you're like, man, I wish I'd have done that. But folks, take action. The number one thing, avoid chemical, physical, emotional stresses. Maximize your exercise, rest, and nutrition. But by all means, go see your chiropractor and get pressure off your nerves so that you can process the stresses better. But anyway, this is Dr. James Ryan Fenn. Phenomenal Health Show. Remember the fact that God loves you, your chiropractor loves you, and there is nothing you can do about it.
My name's Dylan Turner. I've been a patient here at Fenn Chiropractic for about 3-4 years now. Growing up, I raced motocross until I was 24 years old, and it transitioned into me coaching and training riders for the past 10 years. And through that, all the off-the-bike training and the daily grind of, you get beat up pretty bad on a motorcycle. And I needed someone I could find to bring my riders to also to help them recover quickly. I would highly encourage anybody to go to Fenn Chiropractic, not just an athlete, but just everyday people. If you sit at a desk a lot or you drive a truck, you need to go see someone who understands and can explain to you what the spinal cord does, because you can benefit so much from taking care of your spine and going to someone like Fenn Chiropractic who's different. I've had a bad taste in my mouth from other chiropractors, but you do got to keep looking, and you find someone like Fenn and he can explain to you and he can fix you and get you on a program to help you get better.